class, today we're going to be focusing on lesson 15:1, exploring length. Today's goal in math is to see if you can measure the length of an object. Now, I want you to pause this video because each day we're going to do a little review. So you can grab a pencil and your yellow review packet, and you can do week 15, day 1. So this will be today's review. Don't do the bottom half of this page because you will do that tomorrow or Tuesday. So you can pause this video and begin this first part of the page. All right, so hopefully you have completed this page. Here are how to get the answers. 453 plus 272. 3 plus 2 is 5. 7 plus 5, you can count on your fingers. You can use a number line or hundreds chart if you have one. Otherwise, you can use your basic math facts. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Put down your 2, carry that 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. 725 is your first answer. 345 plus 82. 5 plus 2 is 7. 8 plus 4 more is 12. Put down my 2, carry my 1. 3 plus 1 more is 4. My answer is 427. Moving over, is 19 even or odd? Draw pairs above and below the line. Show the number as a doubles or doubles plus 1. So remember, if something is even, that means that everybody has a partner. If it is odd, that means that there's one left out. So you need to draw in these pairs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. All right, here we go. If you do not see that this is an odd number, you can draw lines to make partners. Connect. Oh, here we go. There is 1 left over. So this is an odd number. And what plus what is 19? How many circles do I have on this first line? I have 10. And then I need to add up the bottom circles, which is 9. 10 plus 9 is 19. You could have also had 9 plus 10 is 19. You can reverse these two numbers in order to get the same answer. All right, moving down. What is 20 more than 68? Well, if I don't know that off the top of my head that I need to add a 2 to the tens place, I can stack it up. 68 plus 20. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. Our answer is 88. Remember to pause this video at any time. All right, 476 plus 20 more will be 496. 234 plus 20 more. Remember, if I do not remember, stack it up. 234 plus 20. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. What do I do with this 2 again? Just bring it down. Bring it down now is what I tell my class. So my answer is 254. Write a fact family using the following numbers. Remember, a fact family is a way to create different math facts using the same numbers. So I could say 5 plus 9 is 14. Now, let's see, I need another addition fact. 14 plus 9 is, would it work if I did 14 plus 9 is 5? Can I do that? No, you're right. I cannot. 14 plus 9 is 25. That does not work. Excuse me, 23. That does not work. 23 is much too large than 5. So, let's try this again. Remember, our equal sign means that our sides need to be balanced. So let's put 14 on this end. And we could do, well, we already have 5 plus 9. We could do 9 plus 5. Is that correct? Yes, 9 plus 5 is indeed 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, now I see some subtraction problems. What is our rule for our subtraction problems? Does it begin with the smallest number or the largest number? Yes, remember, we are subtracting to get a positive number. So we need to start with the largest number. 14 minus, just pick one of these two, either 5 or 9. 14 minus 5 is 9. Now we have another minus. 14 minus, can't do 5 again, so we need to change it. 14 minus 9 is also 5. So as you can see here, we wrote different math facts using the same numbers. If you see here in the addition problems, draw the line, we have the biggest number at the end. And if you look at the subtraction problems, we have the biggest number in the beginning. All right. Finally, what time will it be 1 hour after the time shown? I want you to look at this clock. My picture is kind of blurry, but we have the hour hand is the shorthand, remember? And the minute hand is the longhand. So if I was to calculate what time it is right now, let's see. Half an hour ago, it would have been 7 o'clock. Even though that this hour hand is in between the 7 and 8, it doesn't mean that it's 8 o'clock. The last number that this hour hand was on was 7. So right now, it is 7:30. How can I tell? The hand is on the 6. Remember, we count by 5s in our clock to see which minute it is. So if I'm starting at the 12, I could do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This could also be counted by knowing that if each of these is 5 minutes, I could do my simple multiplication fact of 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. So the time is 7:30. So 1 hour from now, remember 1 hour is not going to be a minute. We need to add it in the hour section. So if these are hours and these are minutes, we need to add 1 hour to this. 1 hour. It will be 8:30, 1 hour from the time now. All right, moving back to our main lesson of the day about exploring length, I want to introduce a new vocabulary word. Unit. What do you know about this word so far? You might remember that we measured a unit with our base 10 blocks. A unit represented 1. But actually, today, we are going to learn a different meaning for unit. A unit describes the measurement of an object. So a unit describes the measurement of an object. For instance, maybe you went to the doctor's office, or maybe you were at home and somebody measured your height in either feet or inches. All right, so maybe they measured from your feet all the way to the top of your head, and they said, ooh, you are 4 feet tall. Or maybe you were 48 inches tall. Maybe you caught a fish this last summer and you measured how many inches long it is. I know I have some fishermen in my class. Let's see. This fish measures, 9.5 inches long. So today we are going to be learning more about how to measure the length of an object. So I'm going to start off by using a paperclip to measure this pencil. We can use a unit of measure or this paperclip in order to measure this length of the pencil. So the length of the paperclip is a lot shorter than this pencil. So we need to figure out how many paperclips will it take to measure this whole pencil. I can use one paperclip or I could use many. So as I line these up, I want you to guesstimate estimate how many paper clips do you think it will take to get to the end of this pencil? I see 1 paper clip, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 paper clips is what it takes to measure the length of this pencil. All right, so we're going to try it again. How long is this pencil?
What attribute do you find to tell how long an object is? You find its length.
All right, an attribute. An attribute is a characteristic of an object. So for instance, what are we going to use from this pencil to find its length? Are we going to look at the color to find its length? Are we going to look at the designs on the pencil to discover the length? Or are we going to look at maybe the size in order to find its length? Let's find out.
You can use paper clips to measure the length of the pencil. A paper clip is a unit that can be used to measure the length of the pencil. Estimate first.
It is always good to estimate first before you measure. An estimate, remember, is a guess. It is not an exact answer. So obviously it's not just 1 paper clip here. Is it going to take 10 paper clips to get to the end of the pencil? Probably not. Will it take 5 or less? Yeah, I would probably estimate maybe 4 to 5 paper clips. Your answer might be different. It is an estimate. It's not going to be exact.
The pencil looks like it is about 6 paper clips long. Look at the pencil and the paper clip. Is 6 paper clips a good estimate? Let's find out. You can use 1 paper clip to measure. Move the paper clip. Add 1 each time. The pencil is about 4 paper clips long. You can use more than 1 paper clip to measure. Lay the paper clips end to end. Then count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not use more paper clips? 4 paper clips is about as long as the pencil. 5 paper clips would be too many. The pencil is about 4 paper clips long. You have explored length using paper clips to measure.
All right, so at this time, I want you to get out your math workbook journal and a pencil. There should be a small paper clip attached to your packet. Please see if you can find this. Then I want you to open up to today's lesson, which is 15:1. So you can find that in the upper right-hand corner. And we're going to do the back side of 15:1 today together. All right, so here we are, exploring length. Here's our example. Estimate the length of each line. Then use paper clips to measure. Estimate. It said about 4 paper clips. Measure. Remember, this is going to be our exact length. So if we were to actually measure this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4. So to remember, an estimate is a guess. To measure something, you are going to accurately measure it with the appropriate tool. In this case, we're using paper clips. So for number 2, if you have a paper clip, you can use it, or you can look at these paper clips up here in order to measure this line. So before I measure my line, I'm going to estimate how long this line is in paper clips. Here is 1 paper clip on our line. I know I will need another paper clip in order to measure my line here. I know I'm not going to need 10 more paper clips. Probably less than 5 paper clips. Maybe 4. I'm going to put down 4. In order to measure this line, remember you can use a paper clip or look above. 1, 2, 3. So about 3 paper clips long. Let's move down to number 3. Use paper clips to measure about how long is each animal's picture. So let's measure this beetle. Do you think it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 paper clips long? I want you to take a guess. If I'm using my paper clip to measure, I am using 1 paper clip. All right, let's do number 4. Mr. Bullfrog over here. Before using your paper clip, how many paper clips long do you think this frog is? 1, 5, 3? All right, here's my paper clip. It is 1, 2. 2 paper clips long. Going down to the bottom, circle the longest worm. All right, I want you to recall EST. EST is a suffix, and if we're talking about the longest, that means out of all of the worms that we're comparing, we need to find the longest, not the smallest or the shortest. We need to find the longest worm. All right. If it is difficult to see which is the longest worm, you can draw a line at the end of the worm. I see that there is other worms that are longer than this one, so it is not our first option. Let's look at the 2 other worms. The second one, he goes all the way down here. Now, does the last worm or the third worm go that far? No, he does not. So he is not as long as the middle worm. So the second worm is indeed the longest worm out of all 3. All right, so we're going to continue to practice exploring length. Remember that a unit is used to describe a measurement of an object. So you need your 15-1 packet. It is yellow, and I want you to complete this packet. You can work with other people that are around you. You can take your time, and there are some fun activities in this packet. As a challenge, maybe you can go see how many paper clips long is your favorite toy. So you could take your paper clip and measure how many paper clips long your favorite toy is. This is an option, just a fun activity. If you have any questions, you can ask somebody else for help. Otherwise, you can have your parents or guardians call or email me. Thank you. Bye.